So good morning. I'm Keeney Knudsen. I'm the Director of the Street Transportation Department for the City of Phoenix. I want to thank you all for being here as we celebrate a momentous occasion to turn on and activate our 75th HAWK traffic signal. These are focused on pedestrian safety. We formally refer these to as a HAWK, but what it actually stands for is a high intensity activated crosswalk. Originally developed in Tucson, these HAWK signals are focused technology we've been using since 2009, and we found it's one of the most effective ways to be able to provide a safe pedestrian crossing for people who needed to get across a major street. During the last 5 years, the Street Transportation Department has been able to install 38 new HAWK pedestrian signals, and we plan to install many, many more after today as well, so we have lots of plans in the future. We're honored to be joined today by Mayor Gallego and Councilwoman Betty Guardado, who are going to be speaking to you a little bit here, but both are extreme champions for pedestrian safety and the work we've been doing in our department and the city. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Mayor Gallego.
Thank you. I am so thrilled to be with you here today to celebrate our 75th pedestrian-friendly HAWK crossing. Phoenix is making traffic safety a priority, and you can see that behind me. We are one of the top 3 in the entire country for this type of pedestrian safe crossing. We are trying to make our roadway safety a huge priority. I was so pleased to join with my colleagues to pass a citywide roadway safety action plan. That is a strategy to really look and lead with data and understand where we can make the biggest impact on safety in our community. We work closely with community groups. We're excited that the Estrella Supermoms are here today who worked with us on this crossing. They also have a great campaign to educate people about driving safety and what it means for our community. Unfortunately, we have had too many dangerous collisions in the city of Phoenix, and so we want to remind our residents to make safety a priority. Use signalized crossings like this one where you can have traffic fully stop. This is a neighborhood with a lot of families and kids and people living nearby. This signal will give them an easier way to cross. We have very quickly moving traffic in the city, which can be good news if you're commuting, but does mean we need to invest in infrastructure. I want to thank our streets teams and our engineering partners who have made these 75 signals possible and who continue to think about the families who live in Phoenix and how we can have safer communities. The city also recently passed a Vision Zero strategy, which is a framework that looks at how we design our streets and how we can save more lives. We want to be leaders in innovative, emerging technology, and we are using some of the coolest technology to really understand how we can invest and where, including using AI and other studies to make traffic safety a priority. So thank you for partnering with us and making sure that Phoenix is a leader in investing in pedestrian safe communities. I've been working very closely in Maryvale on a variety of different projects to make sure we invest in the community with Councilwoman Guardado, and I'm excited to welcome her to the podium to tell us more.
Well, thank you, Mayor, and thank you, everyone that made this happen. And I want to start off by saying, welcome to District 5, welcome to Maryvale, and we're very excited with the news that we're presenting to all of you today. But first, I want to give a big shout out to Supermoms. They are moms just like me. They are moms that work full-time jobs. They are moms that have to take care of their children, that have to put food on the table, and they still take the time to go out and look at our streets and look at what's going on. So thank you guys so much for all of your hard work that you guys have been doing for the last it's been over a decade. So thank you so much for all of your hard work. And I also want to give a big thank you to our transportation department for all of your guys' hard work, our engineers in the city for doing everything that you guys do every day. And also big thank you to our mayor. Thank you, Mayor, so much for doing all the work that you do every day. I know that your first day in office, your biggest your biggest thing and the biggest thing you wanted to do is keeping our city safe, wanting to pass Vision Zero, wanting to make sure that this was a more walkable city and a safer city. So thank you so much for all of your hard work as well. And I'm very honored and excited that I came onto council at the perfect time. At the time we had a mayor that really cared, and we had a mayor that wanted to make things better. So I'm very thankful to be able to partner with Mayor Kate Gallego and being able to pass Vision Zero, making sure that we make our streets a lot more walkable and a lot more safer. It's not, I like being number one, but not number one on everything. I know that 75th and Indian School is number one when it comes to pedestrian collisions, accidents, and we're gonna turn that around. With the leadership that we now have on the city council, we know that we're gonna turn that around. We're gonna make our streets a lot more walkable. We're gonna make them safer. We're gonna make sure that our children don't have to worry when they leave their homes and they go to school. We're doing a lot of great projects in Maryvale. We're working on the canalscape that's not very far from here, where people will be able to walk, will be able to run. We're gonna work on the heat islands that we have going on in the district as well. But none of that matters if we cannot install these type of hawk lights behind me, where people can walk through the streets and be a lot more safer. So again, I want to thank everyone. Again, thank you so much. And this is called No Need to Speed. Thank you so much to our super moms that made this happen. I know you guys have been working very closely with our office, and we also call it Conduzca con Cuidado. And so we will make sure that everyone gets this and that we are able to put the word out there and that we continue to do the best that we can. One thing that people might not know is that Maryvale is the youngest village in the city of Phoenix. We have the most children in Maryvale, and we need to make sure that we keep our streets safe for them and that we make them healthier and that we make them safer for everyone. And with that, thank you so much, everyone that came out today. And I'm going to hand it over back to Kini. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. I want to echo some of the comments that the Councilwoman and the Mayor made, is that I just want to thank them as a council body for being so supportive of what we want to do as staff. They have to make it a priority. Our community has to make it a priority, and we are very fortunate. I mean, our staff is very dedicated to making sure that our streets are safe, that we do the right things, but we need to have that support behind us from the community, from our council, and I'm really, really fortunate that at this point in time, that is a primary focus for our council, and I really do appreciate it. But I do want to recognize the city and street transportation staff that are here. They've helped put this event together, but also made put everything in the ground, raised everything up, getting ready to activate it. So I just want to recognize them. Thank you very much. So you're here for celebration, but you're going to get a little bit of an educational moment from myself, because we know that not everybody, we have new people that are coming into the valley each and every day. We know people who may not be know how to use a hawk appropriately. But one thing about a hawk pedestrian signal that's I don't know is it's dark most of the time. It's dark when it's not needed. So what happens is when you are a pedestrian, you're going to push the button. It's going to activate it. Then it's going to create a stoplight for you that makes it safe for you to cross. Now, if you're a driver, the first thing you know, you're going to see yellow flashing lights. That gives you an idea that this is going to be activated and it's going to have a red light. So you need to slow down and then stop at the stop bar. Then it will go then to a red light. At the red light, that's when you stop, because people are crossing in front of you. But after the solid red light, you're going to see a flashing red light. Flashing red lights, just everybody going back to their time when they were studying the driver's manual, getting your driver's license, means that you stop. You stop and you look both ways and then proceed when it's safe to do so. That's if you're stopped at the hawk signal for people going across this hawk, or if you're coming up on a hawk signal that's in flashing. You still have to stop, look both ways before you proceed through. Then it will go to no lights, and then it's just traffic as normal. So that's my educational moment. I had to provide that there. Make sure everybody knows how they use a hawk appropriately.